crew. Glad to have you back. It's Jeremy,
And it's Geo.
and we're back with part 2 of our D&D one-shot experience. So it's been a little bit since we last played. It's been literally about a month. So before we get started, I wanted to see if Geo had any questions before we get into it again.
I'll save my questions for when we're in the midst of it all.
Alright, with that being said, we're going to start with a little recap of what happened last time. Last time, you were at home, you heard a sound in your neighbor's house and went to investigate, and you got pulled into some kind of underground dungeon. You found a lady chained to a wall, and she seemed very freaked out, and while you were trying to talk to her, figure out what's going on, a creature attacked you, started chasing you, and now you're in the midst of a chase with this nightmarish creature that's been following you for quite a while now, and you just ducked around the corner, turned off your lantern, and waiting to see what happens next.
Alright. We left y'all with a cliffhanger. Now it's time for part 2.
As you're huddled in the corner amidst the barrels, your breath a little labored from the confrontation you just had. You just hear in the distance, la 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 la, and the sound seems to be slowly going further and further away. What do you do?
Does this creature have good perception?
Does he have good protection?
Perception.
Perception. Not that great. Wait, you or your enemy?
The enemy.
Could be better.
So hypothetically, if I want to do like a little sneak up, try to see if I can like sneak up behind it. Is that possible?
I mean, you can definitely try it, see if it works, but I can't make any promises that it will.
Alright, roll for a stealth check.
Yep, roll for stealth. Keep in mind though, you have limited vision because it's dark. And you don't actually know where he is. You don't even know if he's in the same room as you.
You know, I want to keep that stealth roll I just did and try to start walking out of the room slowly.
Okay. What's your roll for?
I rolled a 14. My stealth is
+7.
Yep.
A 21. All right. So you have a movement of 25 feet. So you must start leaving the room. Alrighty, you're right here by the door.
Alright, we're making progress.
Alright, what do you want to do next?
Let's see, so that was my 25 feet of movement, correct?
You're currently not really in combat right now. So if you want to keep like doing move actions, that's fine. After you do your set of 25 feet, I'm going to have your opponent do his set of movement until either combat happens again or what have you.
Got it. Let's try to sneak open and sneak out that door.
All right, roll for stealth.
All right, now the stealth check. Let's go. Okay, I know I did not roll 14 a second time in a row, so
another 21.
Actually, I rolled a 19 this time.
Oh, you rolled a 19. Wow. So 26. All right. You gently place your hand on the door and slowly push it open, being aware of any squeaking noises, which thankfully none happens.
Nice.
You're in the next little room area. Which way do you want to head? The way you came, or the other hall?
Let's go down the other hall.
Okay. So that's 10, 15. Do a perception check for me.
Fate did me dirty this time. I rolled a 6. Our perception is 7. We got 13.
From where you're standing, you don't seem to hear anything. What do you want to do?
Let's see. It looks like there's a door nearby. Can I go up to that door?
Alright, you're at the door.
Let's open that sucker.
Alright. How do you want to open it?
Sneakily.
Alright, so roll for stealth.
12. 19 total.
Alright, so you successfully sneak the door open. Very quietly, you step inside. You have 10 feet left of movement, so you can move 2 more spaces.
Let's go towards that other like section of the room.
As you work further in the room, as your vision starts, things start coming into your field of vision. Against the back wall, on both sides of the room, you see 2 desks, one on each side of the partition. What do you do?
You said there's 2 desks?
Yes. One right in front of you on this side of the partition, one you pass by on the other side of the partition, like in view of the door.
Let's go by that first desk and try to see.
One visible through the door.
Yes.
You walk up to the desk. What do you do?
Let's open some drawers.
Alright, I'm going to need you to make a stealth check, please.
Fate, don't do me dirty this time. 13, let's go.
Yeah. You slowly start opening the drawers with a little, very periodically you hear like the wood scraping wood, but it's not that loud of a noise. You see a lot of papers, a lot of random scrawlings, and things that shouldn't necessarily. That's not necessarily easy to read or understand.
Alright. Sounds like a waste of my time in this room. But just be safe. I'll check out that other desk later.
You want to check out the other desk, you said?
Yep.
You go to the other desk, and I'm going to need you to make 2 rolls in this case. One for stealth, and one for investigation.
Alright. Stealth gave me a 15, so make that 22. And investigation, let's see. Guess we all can't be winners. That investigation was a 6 with a +5.
Okay. As you start pulling out some of the drawers, you still hear that little of wood grinding on wood. As you're pulling out, a piece of paper falls out from the bottom of one of the drawers. You lean over to pick it up, and you thought you saw on the back wall behind the desk, one of the stones on the back wall was a little misplaced.
Huh. Let's give that stone a little shimmy sham jiggle wiggle.
Roll a strength check.
Alright, that came out to a 9 with a +4.
That's just one of your base stats, so it's just whatever that says.
Ah.
Alright, it's a +4. So 13.
Yep.
You pull out, the stone wiggles a little bit and then comes loose. And you can't really see through the hole because it's still dark on the other side. But you can definitely see another area behind this wall.
Huh.
Roll perception.
Perception. Alright. I rolled a 13 +7. Alright, 20.
As you're looking underneath this desk, from outside of the room, you hear little. And also the sound of claws scraping against a wall. What do you do?
Let's get ready to throw some hands.
Okay, how do you want to prepare for that?
Let's get that short sword ready.
Okay. So you prep for an attack? You do anything else?
No, let's just prep for an attack.
How are you standing in this room right now? Like, are you just standing, or like, are you against the wall, crouched? How are you positioned?
I'm against the wall.
Like flat against the wall?
Yeah.
Okay. You hear the smallest of squeaks as the door is pushed further open, and you hear a voice. Are you in here, little rabbit? You're here. I'd like you to answer me. What do you do?
You said I opened a passageway nearby?
You didn't open a passageway. You removed a stone that let you see that there's another hallway behind the wall you're currently facing. As far as you're aware, there's no door, there's no secret passage into the other hall.
Got it. Alright. Let's continue to stand by and grip that sword.
I need you to roll for stealth, please.
11 plus 7, 18.
Are you here, White Rabbit? Are you having fun yet? He slowly walks into standing right at the partition, his eyes glancing right over the room.
And he said I have an attack readied, yeah?
Yep.
Let's give him the stabby stab 5,000.
Stabby stab 5,000? Okay. And this is going to... And since he hasn't quite seen you yet, this will be considered a sneak attack.
Oh, I see that on my actions page.
So what you're going to do is roll to see if you hit.
Alright, first roll was a 17.
Alright. And the second roll, because this is good because it's considered an advantage since this is a surprise attack.
Ah, that was a 4.
But your highest one was 17.
Correct.
Okay, so you're going to use the 17 plus 7, because that's your hit DC boost.
Got it.
So that's 24. 24 will hit him. Now you will roll for damage.
How much damage I deal him?
In total, so we'll start with the weapon attack itself, which is 1d6 plus 4.
So I roll a d6.
Yes, d6, add 4.
3 plus 4, 7.
7, okay. And then you roll 3d6.
Roll 3d6?
3d6.
Meaning?
You roll 3 6-sided dice.
Oh, cool. So first one will come out to 1. Second one is 6. Last one is 2.
So 9.
Yeah.
9 damage. Nice. As his eyes start scanning around the room, you quickly jab him right in the side. This rabbit has sharp teeth today, doesn't it? Now I need you to roll for initiative. So a d20 plus whatever your initiative bonus is.
D20 gave me a 7. Initiative. You are... Where are you?
It should be near the top, right around where the armor class is. It should be initiative plus whatever.
4.
So 11?
Yes.
Okay, you get to go first. So we're out of the surprise attack round. Now we're into combat again. What do you do?
Let's go for another swing.
Another swing?
Yep.
Alright.
So another roll?
Yep.
This one came out to 5.
With the d20?
Yes.
Alright, that one will not hit. So you go to swing again, and he sort of moves with the blade, causing it to pass right in front of him. Fool me once, right, rabbit? He looks at you. Alright, he's gonna look at you. He's gonna reach out his hand, and a wave of ice is gonna flow down his arm, out his hand, and rush at you.
Oh no. Could I dodge that?
You can use Uncanny Dodge to have the damage, but that's all you can do because his hit was 21. So what's your armor class?
Armor class is 15.
Yeah, he definitely hits you. If you want to use Uncanny Dodge as a reaction, you can have the damage. So you would take 4 damage.
Alright. That's fair.
Oof, your health's getting a little low.
Where am I at now?
You're at 29. You're almost halfway out of health. Anyway, it's your turn.
He's still right in front of me.
Yeah, he's still right in front of you.
Looks like my man's is blocking my path, so I've already initiated combat. Let's go.
So what do you want to do then?
Let's get him with another hit.
Get him with another hit?
Yep.
Alright. Roll to attack.
12.
Plus.
Wait, this is with strength?
No. So if you're looking at your weapon, you should see some kind of modifier for your hit.
Oh yeah, 12 plus 7, 19.
That does hit. Roll for damage.
That's on the d6.
Yeah, d6 plus 4.
3 plus 4, 7.
You swipe at him again and cut him straight across the chest. He's like, why must you explain? Do you do anything else for your turn? You technically have a bonus action, which you can use to. You can have a bonus action of doing a dash, which doubles your movement speed, but you haven't moved at all, so that'd be 50 feet. Disengage or hide.
Oh, let's dash out of that room.
Dash. All right. And since you're small size, because you're a halfling, I will ask you to do an acrobatics check.
That was 6.
So 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you try to quickly skirt around the wall to get around him. In doing so, two things happen. One, you kind of bump in the wall and stumble a little bit, so you stumble around the corner rather than directly past him. So that's going to take 5 feet away from you. And as you're leaving the room to go to the next area, he's going to take a swipe at you because you're just with a dagger. Or with his claws, sorry, I didn't mean dagger. He takes a swipe at you and he misses. His claws swipe the air right above your head. You've moved 30 feet, you still have another 20 to go. Which way do you want to go?
Let's continue deeper into that room.
That would be it for your movement. He exits the room because you can hear the steps behind you. He says, I see you. And right by your head is this ray of energy that swirls right by your head, but it misses.
Oh no.
Or to the right. What do you do?
Let's see, looks like there's a hallway coming up. Any chance I can roll or dash into that hallway?
Make an acrobatics check to see if you can roll successful.
I was unsuccessful.
Alright, so you try to roll, you bang into the wall. Ended up just outside the hall. You only lost 5 feet of movement. Banged into the wall pretty hard. So you still have 20 feet of movement, and you haven't done any actions or bonus actions.
Let's continue into the hallway. Let's go.
You're at the end of the hall. At the end of the hall that you reach, you see 2 barrels, you just see 2 barrels. They both seem oddly big, so if you might be able to fit inside if you wanted to make that attempt.
Let's try hiding.
I'm gonna need you to make a stealth check.
17 plus. Where the fuck are you? Plus 7, 24. Let's go.
Alright, you easily and quietly slip into the barrel, but as you're climbing in, you notice the bottom of the barrel there's no bottom of the barrel, so you just slip right through into the ground.
Oh snap! What?
You hear in the room that seems to be a little above you. Where did you go? Was it this one? And you just hear of the barrel that to the left of the one you went in shattering. What do? You seem to be in some kind of tunnel. You can't see the other end.
Let's start crawling.
Start crawling? Alrighty. At this point, I'm gonna say you're out of combat because he cannot fit through this hole.
Got it.
But you still hear, "I know you're in here," echoing through the tunnel that you're currently going. Keep going through the tunnel.
Yup. Let's keep crawling.
Alright, and you reach the end of the tunnel, and you pop out in another barrel in another area. You are temporarily safe from your enemy.
Have I been in this area before?
No, you have not been in this area before.
Alright, let's do some exploring. Is that a desk?
No. As you're exploring around a little bit, this seems to be some kind of old mess hall.
Alright. At that point, let's move south.
South? Alright.
Yep.
Alright, where do you go from here?
Let's go east.
It seems to be a pretty barren room. Empty wall sconces line the edge of the rooms. And that's all you can currently see.
Was my lantern turned on, or was it still off from the last game?
It's still turned off.
Let's turn it on.
Let's see. Do you have the stuff to turn it on? Is the question.
If I have what?
I just want to make sure you had. Yeah. Okay. You still have 1 flask of oil left. So yeah, you can light it, but the next time you turn it off, that's it.
Worth it.
Okay. As you light up the lantern, the entire space lights up, and you see further to your east another door. Make a perception check.
Perception. Let's go. All right, 9 plus 7, 16.
You hear kind of rough breathing going. I know you're somewhere around here. Off in the distance. It seems to be moving closer.
Let's walk out that other door.
You exit out the other door and you realize you're back in that main hallway you were first in.
Oh no!
As soon as you step in the hallway, you hear, "What's that light?" And from around the corner, poof, he pops up again.
Oh nah. My mans don't know when to give up.
I mean, nah.
Alright. I have a plan. It's a stupid plan, but a plan nonetheless.
Okay. I found you again, White Rabbit. But you insist on running this way.
My man's is obviously trying to put fear in me, so let's head up north, back to that main chamber where that young maiden was locked up in.
Is this gonna be normal movement? Or are you dashing?
Let's dash.
Let's dash. Alrighty. What do you do?
Let's continue forward.
Alright. That's the end of your base movement. Do you do anything else right now?
Let me check if the maiden is alive.
Yes, she is alive.
Cool. Can I hide in that barrel, or is it too small?
You can definitely try and make a stealth check.
Alright, D20.
A natural 20.
Natural 20.
You easily fit into the barrel, not a sound.
Let's go.
He enters the room, scanning it, looks over at the girl. Which way did he? She's just sitting against the wall, chained, sobbing. This guy's shaking her head like, no. He's like, ah. Do you do anything?
Let's see. Is it possible to ready a sneak attack with my bow?
Do another stealth. Okay. If we go with this course of action, I'll tell you right now what's going to happen. I'm going to make you do a stealth roll to see if you can prep an arrow in the short bow without making a noise while you're in the barrel. Because you're in a tight space, I'm going to say it's going to be with disadvantage for stealth. If he knows it at all, your sneak attack's not going to work.
Alright, at that point, I'll just hold.
Okay. You actually don't really know what's going on around you because you're inside a barrel. All you hear is steps going on around in various directions. I know you're around here somewhere. You're of a barrel smashing. What do you do?
I'm about to do something crazy. This is about to change where I show up on a morality alignment chart.
Uh-oh.
Let me break out of that barrel and kill the young maiden.
Oh gosh. Well, roll a strength check first.
18.
Alright. You use all the strength in your body to break open the barrel you're currently sitting in and make an attack roll with advantage.
Another nat 20.
Alright, are you doing this with a dagger or a sword?
Dagger.
Okay. So my next question is, how do you want to kill the maiden?
Quick and easy. Let's take her out of her misery.
No. I want you to say how you kill her. Like you broke out of the barrel. What did you do?
I'm landing that dagger straight into her neck.
Straight into her neck. Okay. As the dagger flies out of your hand, she looks up at you, makes eye contact as the dagger's sailing towards her, and you just see her mouth move in 2 simple words. Thank you. And the dagger plunges into her throat, and she expires. Upon hearing all the commotion, your enemy turns around, looks at you, looks at the maiden, looks back at you, and you see this flame of rage spark in his eye. You killed my pet. I don't keep those around. You know what you've just done? You made me angry. Roll for initiative, please.
Alright, 18 plus 4, 22.
Alright, you have first move.
Was I out of daggers or did I have 2?
You have 2. You threw 1 to kill the maiden.
Alright, let's throw another dagger at him.
Okay. Roll to attack.
That was a 4.
The dagger sails at him and he just catches it with his claws. You're gonna have to try better than that. And he casually just drops the dagger onto the ground. Anything else you're gonna try to do?
Can I retrieve my other dagger from the corpse?
Yes, but that will take movement to do. It'll take 10 feet of movement.
Worth it.
Okay. You go pick up your dagger. You have 1 dagger, your longbow, and a short sword. Short bow and short sword, sorry.
Got it.
Anything else you want to try to do?
Let's throw that other dagger.
You can't make 2 attack actions in the same turn.
In that case, can I prep for a dodge? Block or whatever?
I will say yes, you can prep a dodge. Actually, no. So the only actions you can take as a bonus action are dash, disengage, or hide.
Oh.
So you can dash, which gives you more movement speed. You can't really use the disengage, and at the current time, you can't really hide too well because there's nothing for you to hide in decent range.
Yeah. Let's dash.
So you would have 40 feet of movement. Where do you want to go? Back towards the main hall? Or do you want to circle around your enemy into the room behind him?
I want to circle straight behind him.
35. You barge through the door, 35. 40. Alright, that was all you can do with your current actions. He comes rushing through the door. As he's turning the corner, he looks at you, and you see him move his hand in your direction, just kind of like waving his hand at you, and seems like a sparkle of dust is shimmering out, and all of a sudden there's daggers of ice shooting directly at you.
Oh god, can I use my uncanny dodge?
18 to hit, so that's going to hit because your armor class is... I mean, you can, but you're still going to take 1 damage.
Hey, every hit point counts.
True. You twist out of the way, and one that I said scratches you across the upper arm. I am going to cut you to pieces.
Can I do an action move on him?
Hold on.
Ah.
Okay, your turn. What do you want to do?
Let's get ready to give him another stabby stab.
Another stabby stab? Roll to attack.
Alright, I rolled a 9.
And that's plus 7?
Yes, question mark?
Because you're using one of your weapons.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't hit. Your sword just swipes right through the air next to him. You're gonna have to try harder than that. What are you gonna do?
Dash away.
Dash away? Where?
West.
Alright. So that's 50 feet of movement. 5, 10. As you're leaving his area of range, he's going to swipe at you with his claws. And he misses. 15, 20, 25. And there's the end of this hall.
Alright. I'm in the end game.
You can still move, but all you can do is move back closer.
How much more movement do I have left?
About 20 feet.
Yeah, let me head back towards him then.
Okay. Right back into his range, or just outside of his range?
Just outside.
Okay. Alright. So you're just outside his range. He's about to go his turn. Anything else you want to try? Either say or do or whatever?
That's all.
Okay. He looks at you, kind of grins a little bit, and he says, "This'll be worth the pain. It's gonna be a shocking experience." And he throws some dust in the air. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving? What is this? National Treasure? I know that was bad. I got a 3.
So that's a fail. You take 16 damage.
I take 16 damage. Alright.
You have 12 health left. The dust in the air, the dust he throws to the air and starts condensing, coalescing into a giant cloud. Then from the center of him, there's a giant thunder crack that destroys the 2 barrels, the barrel right behind you, the 2 barrels in front of you, and hits you. It also hits him, but he managed to succeed on his saving throw, so it didn't do as much damage.
Alright. We really in the end game.
He starts breathing deeply. It's like, that looked like it hurt a little bit. And now it is your turn.
I refuse to give him any satisfaction of winning a fight against me. So, let's do a seppuku.
So you're gonna stab yourself?
Full self-disembowelment. Let's go. I refuse to give him the satisfaction.
Okay. I'm not gonna have you roll for attack. Just roll for damage, and we'll make it a critical since it's fully willing. So 1d6.
Well, d6. 4.
4 plus 4 is 8. And then plus another 4 for it being a critical is 12. So yeah, you kill yourself. You tell me how it happens. I want it. You have to explain it to me.
As I'm looking at my enemy, I'm realizing it is all futile. All my efforts have pretty much gone to vain. He's looking at me like I'm a piece of meat, like he's ready to get his next victim. And I'm looking at him like, not today. I take my sword out, give him a determined look, bring it towards me, straight into my gut, across the belly. I look at him and say, I was never gonna let you get me.
As the light starts fading from your vision, you see him kind of looking at you, rage still burning his eyes, but you see a wicked smile appear on his face. Death, never the end, and everything is black. All of a sudden you sit up with a gasp, straight out of your bed, looking around. Everything is normal. You rush over to the window. There doesn't seem to be anything wrong with your neighbor's house. Nothing seems to be out of the ordinary. It seems to have been just a horrible nightmare. So you start getting ready for your day. You start getting dressed. But as you're getting dressed, you notice something's weird on your arm. There seems to be an etching on your forearm. Read it, and it says, "Hey again, white rabbits.
Wait, what did the etching say?
We'll play again, little rabbit." And that is the end.
Alright.
I gotta say, I had a few ideas of what to do, and I did make this enemy intentionally difficult, because you weren't supposed to fight him head on. You're supposed to find something inside his maze that would weaken him, and then fight him.
Yeah, because I remember from last time, there was like some etching like on a wall or on a piece of paper that said that to kill him, I would need a blank.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that was the original idea for you to go forward, but you hit an unfortunate moment of you kept your lantern on in this dark environment pretty much the entire time, which made it very easy to pinpoint where you were.
Yup. Although I gotta say, the shock in your voice when I decided, you know what, I'm gonna take out the maiden, and I'm gonna take out myself.
I mean, hey, that's what D&D is. Sometimes you just gotta roll with the player's choices, even if you weren't expecting it. It happens more often than you think.
I had a feeling. I've read a couple of Reddit stories of funny D&D experiences where someone was like a wizard or something with high charisma. Next thing you know, they just made the bad guy like their sex slave.
Yeah,
and that's how they won the campaign.
but no, if you have further been able to explore that desk that had the loose brick, or if you went west instead of east when you came out of the dining area, you would have ended up in the area where his weakness was. So you were almost there. You were so close. You just made 2 wrong turns.
It happens. It definitely happens.
It definitely happens. But no, I think that was definitely a really good ending, and I'm very happy with how that ended. What did you think of the experience?
It was definitely fun. 10 out of 10 would definitely do again and recommend. What else? I gotta say, constantly looking over from the dice rolling page to the actual like character sheet was like, alright, hold up. Got whiplash here.
Yeah, I can understand that. If you decide to continue with D&D outside of this or in other games and stuff, I highly recommend using D&D Beyond. Not sponsored, but with D&D Beyond on your character page, they actually have a digital dice rolling on the character page itself.
Oh snap!
So it helps alleviate that issue fairly handily.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, the whole like page setup for my character sheet was pretty awesome, especially seeing like the whole max HP and just like writing in where my current or temp HP would be at.
Mm-hmm.
Little post D&D conversation. So
yeah.
So besides D&D, you know, what other fun board slash fun games that you like to play with people? Because I feel like we haven't talked about board games yet.
We haven't talked about board games yet. One of my current favorites is actually one that I'm hoping we get to play fairly soon, called Eldritch Horrors. I feel like I've talked about this to you before.
Oh yeah, I think I looked it up on Amazon one time. It's like what, like $40 or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. But it's so fun. It's very convoluted, but it's a team game. You and all the other players are working together to stop the end of the world from eldritch beings. The end of the world being caused by eldritch beings. There's one way to win. There's like 4 ways to lose.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's grand. But no, it's so much fun. And like, if you really get into it, it's just so entertaining. Just the storytelling of the things that are going on and stuff is really, really cool.
Huh. Definitely need to give that a go sometime.
Yeah, definitely.
That reminds me.
Yes.
I really need to buy that one game, Secret. Could I say the actual guy's name? The leader of Germany during World War II.
Ah, yes.
I guess for the aspect of just this game, I'll mention it once.
Yeah.
But the game is called Secret Hitler. For anyone who doesn't know how to play this game, basically, it's kind of like Mafia. If anyone's ever played that, where like, you know, everyone closes their eyes, and the fascists will open their eyes, know who each other is. Whoever is the H-man will put their thumb up. And the whole point of the game is going around the whole game, going around the whole table and such. You're trying to appoint someone at. You're like you become president, and you're appointing someone to like chancellor or something. And all the fascists need to appoint the H-man as their chancellor. And if everyone agrees, then the fascists win and everyone else loses. Jeremy, have you played that game before?
I have not. I've played other games with a similar concept, but not that game specifically.
It definitely gets way fun and also way stressful. There was this one time where I was playing with a couple of buddies. We were doing 3 rounds of it. Me and this one buddy, constantly we kept on being the liberals, and we kept on losing. 3rd round comes around, I am a liberal, and my buddy is still like, you know, leading me to believe that he is a liberal as well. Nah. He pulled a fast one on everyone, and turns out he was a fascist, and he made the fascists win.
Yeah, that just sounds like another version of secret werewolf or secret alien or secret monster or anything like that.
Yeah. All about deceiving everyone.
Like Among Us.
You know, I don't care what anyone says. That Among Us hype that started in 2020 was amazing.
Oh yeah, no, I loved the game. I actually played it not too overly long ago after they updated with new roles.
Oh snap!
Yeah, they added new roles. They added Guardian Angel, which after you're dead you can put a shield on someone. They added the Scientist, which can check vitals anywhere on the map. And then they added the Morphling, which can copy any other living player. And that's an imposter role. You can copy any other living player, and you can try to frame someone else for death.
Oh god, that sounds stressful. There's a game like that actually on one of the Jackbox games. Don't ask me which Jackbox game it is or what the actual mini game is called, but I know it's a thing. And those Jackbox games are pretty cheap.
I've been wanting to get the Jackbox games because they just look so fun.
They are. They're ideal party games.
They really are.
And they're so cheap too, if I'm not mistaken.
It depends. If you're getting like the party pack, they're fairly expensive, but you're also getting quite a few. Separately, not too bad. Now, going back to D&D a little bit, do you have any questions over anything that happened or anything you wanted to know more details about?
Huh. So this whole time, was I actually like physically transported to another realm, or was it just like a dream realm?
Hard to say.
Alright.
And that one I'm not going to answer, just because how this one ended could lead to other things in the future if we decide to do more, so I'm not answering that question.
You know, fair. That's like reading, it's like finishing the first Harry Potter book and asking a bunch of questions.
Exactly. I'll say this, as someone who does DMing or dungeon mastering, for those who aren't aware what the term means, I love it when the players also add to the narrative. Like, the more detail you put into explaining how you're doing something or what you're doing, the better it is for me. Like, if I don't have to figure out how your attacks work or how you're doing your attacks, if you're doing that part, I think it makes a better narrative. Because let's say you'd say, I swipe my blade at, I do a quick swing with my sword at their shoulder. So I can think of a story specifically relating to damage or missing around the shoulder, that kind of stuff. So the more narrative that the players can give related to their actions, the more involved I think the story gets.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's why you had me explicitly mention how I'm going to kill the maiden.
I will say, that's not entirely why I did that. I've been watching a lot of Critical Role the past couple months, and the DM who runs that, one of his things is whenever the party kills an enemy, he always asks, how do you want to do this? Because that brings the players into the narrative of the death of the thing that they're killing. Which honestly, I think that's a little better than the DMs deciding how the players kill.
Okay, that's pretty fair. Critical Role, isn't that the YouTube channel where they have like random, like on occasional random like B-list or C-list celebrities to play D&D?
Usually they do have a guest every once in a while, but there's usually a fairly standard group of about 7. Yeah.
Huh. I thought I saw an episode or like a thumbnail of an episode with like one of the people from Mythbusters.
I don't think I've seen that clip, but yeah, sometimes they do have guests. It's not very often, but they do full-on campaigns. They don't, for the most part. They do have, for holidays and special events, they do have like little one-offs and things like that. But for the most part, they're doing really big campaigns.
Interesting.
But if you're interested in like how some people play D&D and what I'm talking about, like the narrative between player and the DM, I definitely recommend checking out Critical Role, because that shows a very good example of what I'm talking about.
Got it.
Any other questions regarding D&D you want to know about?
I think I'm set for now.
All right, cool.
Oh, okay, that's what it was.
Hmm.
It was Geek and Sundry because they play Magic the Gathering with occasional celebrities.
Yes, yes. Critical Role used to be part of Geek and Sundry. Then they managed to branch out and become their own thing.
All right. Besides that, I'm good. If you're good.
I'm good. Oh man. I'm just sitting here and I looked over and I saw my Magic the Gathering deck. I was like, oh, I want to play so bad.
Dude, you're telling me I got my Magic the Gathering decks and my Yu-Gi-Oh decks behind me as well.
Yeah, I'm just like, I want to.
Someday.
Someday.
When we don't have enough, when we don't have too much adulting to do for a weekend.
Yeah. That sounds great to me.
All right. On that note, is it that time?
I think it's been decently long enough. I don't think we had that much dead air, so it should be pretty good.
True.
All right.
In that case, it's been your boy Geo.
And Jeremy, with some D&D fun. That was the last of our little one-shot we decided on.
And on our next episode, it's back to random topics.
But thank you guys for stopping by. We appreciate anyone listening or downloading these episodes.
Stay chaotic, y'all.
Bye.